It's December 21st, 2017, 12:42 AM. Just after midnight. I'm buying. I'm expecting the trend to move upwards. It was going down for quite a bit. Around $1,000 Bitcoin has lost. I'm trading 1 Bitcoin. And I expect it to regain its loss, so I expect it to correct, and I expect the correction to take place for some time. However, I have no doubts that it can enter into a stalemate where almost no movements are going to be there, and we're only going to see a money sink where not a lot of money is changing hands. Like $200 here all the way for like 2 hours, up or down. In any case, my 800 profit can easily turn into a minus few thousand if I don't know, if I don't catch the right trend. It looks like it's going down. I'm at minus $100. Is that enough? Is that enough for me to change the direction? It moved just a little bit and it's already $100. I don't know. However, there's no way for me to know. I expect that if I'm going to do this, I'll be losing it if I'm going to change the direction. You see, the way I look at it is I have to kind of expect it to go up for quite a bit. I have to look for these kind of trends right here, these longer term ones. And what does that mean? That means I will certainly be losing a lot of money, so that could be even $1,000 if the market like suddenly goes down, like bam, like $200 down. Obviously in here it's kind of obvious, right, that the trend is gonna go up. Obvious because it moved up for a few minutes at least. But still, in here it a little bit blobbed up. So now it doesn't really make it very clear where it's going. And so I'm waiting. I expect it to bounce upwards and somewhere out there changes direction. As you can see, I already managed to get myself into a better position here. So once again, I should stop looking at the money because it's always going to be a lot of money for me. Losing $100 and not changing a direction for me is probably a little bit dangerous. But if I look at the chart closely, it looks like $100 isn't that much. It's just a little brick right here is nearly 100, as you can see. and in order for me to spot a change in direction, I actually need to see it. And even then, I could buy it when or sell it when the market's reversing. By pressing this button here, I can easily reverse the position. Obviously, I can always set up myself a stop loss as an indication for change in direction. This change in direction can never be stable because nothing is stable in the 1 minute chart. It's like a never-ending game of trend catching. As a day trader in this case, I expect to make money on the trend going up and the trend going down. Now that means I need to at least somehow know when the market force is shifting from high to low. So in here I never sold it, I waited it, I was minus 100 or so, and now due to the fact that I still expected it to go upwards, I waited it through and now I'm 100 plus. So Bitcoin moved $100 upwards. That means I'm a lot more richer. This hour it looks like it went down $1,000. And it's going up $1,000. So that was the sink right here. An absolute madness. So far, would you look at that? For a few minutes there, I was making $100, and now this candle right here is incurring quite a bit of a loss here. But I still expect it to go up. However, here we see that the trend upwards has taken quite a bit of time, so it wouldn't be surprising if at any point now it's gonna go down. There's a lot of talk about things like resistance and support. So that's pretty much the top and bottom. You can call it like that. You see people that are making money on this want to think sound very kind of serious. Support. No. Not the top. Not the bottom. But support, for example. Obviously it sounds a little bit more serious, and you have to be serious because it's real money. It would be real money. And It could make you 2 days to make 50 euros, or it could take you just a few minutes to lose it. So you better say support and resistance, otherwise you may not be in the game. But that's how it goes. Let's try and keep to the industry related definitions here, words, and some of our own mix. There are many books on trading, however, as far as I know, those that wrote those books were not billionaires. Anyway, nobody cracked it so far because they would just probably tell everybody else, and everybody would be too rich and they would just close the market. Obviously, for any business and anything to function, there has to be a profit, right? For as long as it's not indefinite. So for a stock market to operate, more people have eventually, right? Or a stock market is just some kind of a way for everybody to make a lot of money by just trading. I have no idea. But somebody does have to make money in the end. And I'm talking about the exchanges, about the function that actually pays the money out. Because if you're not making profit, if people are not losing on this or so, then you can't really just be giving away billions. I don't know how it works, but I bet that in the end it feeds on the fact that people are losing and they just want you to lose money playing this game. It's just simply a video game, that's it. A very, very random play needs to take place and you just have to kind of guess the trend. Obviously it doesn't make sense. That's the catch. You can't really learn how to play it, you just kind of have to play it right. Or at least that's what's happening right now. You see, when looking right now, it looks so simple, right? I just needed to keep buying here and I would be in the plus. But somewhere out there, especially when more short candles appeared, I sold it, then I shorted it, then I bought it, then I kind of stopped trading, and I bought it once again, and it could stay here somewhere out there, like $1,000, $500 up, and I would be saying the exact same thing. I just needed to wait a little bit longer, a little while longer, and that's it. Now we got ourselves a few minutes stalemate here. Nothing much. Now, after these kind of stalemates, it can certainly change a direction, and I wouldn't be surprised that that's exactly what's happening. However, that does not mean anything. It can always just keep going up, because that's the way it works. That's Apple stock. That's Bitcoin in dollars. It looks like I'm not catching up onto any trend trades here. At any point in time, the market may start to go down. How am I going to recognize that? I don't know. However, I guess that the market's going to move by something like 100, 200, and obviously that's a relatively large loss for me to take consistently. You see, you can kind of go with 1, 200, another 200. Don't know how to show it, but like here, for example, that's 1 hour. So 1 hour looking at barely no movement here. That is just bad, really, really bad. And this can be a money sink right here. You kind of short it, then it's going up, you buy it, then it's going down once again. You start to short it while it's going down up in just a few minutes. Right here you see I'm in the profit, so it's different. I can wait. I don't really care, you know, because I'm in the profit. But if I would be in minus $84, I don't think that I would just sit there in the minus. I would just start buying, and the trend may just change once again, like a never-ending 2-3 hour change, you know, and I would be like minus $200, minus $200, just because I'm changing my view where the market's gonna go up. And it never really kind of makes sense. And the only thing I need is these kind of trends right here. Obviously I would be buying up here probably, like, but you probably get used to in time that these things happen. The most important thing is not catching up the small trends, it's catching up the 1 hour trends, 2 hour trends. And as you can see, these are happening, and these are happening for quite a bit. So that's $600. Like $500 change hands, you know. High, low. And these are just the beautiful ones. So you kind of try to or I should be trying to catch on 2-hour trends, 1-hour trends, even 30-minute trends by looking at 1-minute chart, I guess. This is where I'm trying to catch up, see what is going on, because here I can see how this looks like, and I already know that every time it moves up for a short period, it's definitely going to go back by moving down, and eventually we'll get this difference, which is the overall trend. We can go on a daily one. So that was kind of the difference. It went up and down, and it kind of got $200, $300 up, and so on and so forth. So it's like a nice play there. Now the market's gonna go down. It looks like it's going down. It looks like it's going down quite a bit. And so, you see, I'm in the minus. I'm not going to wait. I'm changing my position, taking a relatively high loss, and at the same time I'm shorting. I'll go with some protection, and look at that. That's my stop loss right here, and this isn't even a really large stop loss. $220 pips isn't a lot. I should probably target at something like